Let's talk to Donald Cameron MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod, columnist and entrepreneur and impresario, I'm even going to say, up in Scotland. Morning to you, Donald.
Morning, mate. You like that one?
Yeah, now listen. Yeah, I know. We've been talking for a few days now, which is a few days before it actually was announced that Oasis were... Yeah. We were hearing that Oasis were reforming. You famously put them on at Loch Lomond, which is one of the great Oasis gigs in 1996, I think it was. Just before Nebworth. I mean, this is going to be bigger than anything I can imagine, isn't it?
Oh, it's massive. And back then, you know, the Balloch shows at Loch Lomond, they were described as the champagne... Well, I described them as the champagne supernova gigs of a generation that would live forever. Yeah. But this is a new generation of fans there that are going to come out and roll with it, you know, it is very exciting, you know. I had nothing to do with it this time round, you know. We did the last Murrayfield show in 2009, I think, a couple of weeks before they split up. But and it's a wee bit bittersweet, but, you know, it's really exciting. The boys... you know, I'm so glad they've came together, but it's going to be fun. I mean, you're looking at 180,000 fans over 3 gigs now. Yeah. They've added an extra one due to their popularity. Descending on the capital city at the time of the Edinburgh Festival. That's
just what they need, isn't it? Well, I was looking at Piece of the Sun today. It's 1.3 million tickets are going on sale on Saturday morning. So I mean, I was going to ask you, do you think there's a chance that they'll fall out in the first show, and that'll be the end of that? But there's so much money involved. I don't think they will they?
Well, it's not a normal deal. They've been signed up in sort of like a private company. Each one of them has signed having to sign a deal for their money. And I can see, I don't imagine anything's going to happen until, you know, I understand it's a worldwide deal. So as you go around the world, I wouldn't want to be the promoter at the end of it and, you know, towards the end saying, okay, right, they start to fall out and then they've got a couple of shows left. And they go, oh, well, we'll just give 5 million back or 10 million back and chuck it, you know.
But this is the thing. I mean, the money now involved in this kind of stuff is so huge, isn't it? I mean, I'm assuming, by the way, that there will be lots and lots of packages being sold as well off the back of the actual tickets, you know, people doing hospitality, you know. It's going to... I mean, we saw the big... I think it was a £100 million boost to the British economy when Taylor Swift was here. I mean, this will be similar, won't it?
Oh, it'll be worse. Well, it'll be better. There's a double-edged sword there. But you're looking at, you know, the boys I think they're rumoured to be getting 100 million each for a worldwide tour. You know, that's straight into the bank, and then there'll be penalties and that. But it's the local economy, it'll be a massive boom. It already is. Look at the hotels. Yeah. Hotels, in some cases, are going to 1,000% increases. You know, they're really sort of, you know, greedy, you know, just grabbing folks' money. But I really do worry, you know, that the only thing that I really worry about is the public transport. Can it cope? You know, look at this year, the Scotfield, you know, last train 10 o'clock, you know, back from Edinburgh to Glasgow. Is it going to be the same next year? Is there going to be more strikes? Well, I think that most definitely there will be. So it's going to be a horrendous position for the security, for police security, the emergency services. And when I say emergency services, just imagine how many over 50s are all going to be truculent teenagers like Kevin and, you know, Harry Enfield.
I'm hearing from people, you know, mates of mine who obviously were old enough to have seen them in their heyday in the 90s, who were going, it's not right, you know, there's young people applying for tickets. They shouldn't be allowed to get them. They should all be for us. You know, there shouldn't be anybody under the age of about 40 that gets a ticket to see Oasis. Not fair.
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a surge in the price of defibrillators. You know, it's, many of them are all mad for it. All coming, you know, changing up.
I know. You've got to tell us a story or two about what happened at Loch Lomond, because I mean it was a fabulous and sort of historic night. I know. I remember you telling me about you know the number of cops that were there. That you know it was just a massive event, wasn't it? And the like of which you hadn't really seen up there before.
Well, it was a year in the build, and it was just, I mean, you remember, Balloch is a sleepy wee 6,000, you know, people population.
Yeah, and how many people were at the gig?
Well, we sold officially 80,000, but I would say there was probably another 20 or more managed to get in.
Because there were like 20 that just jumped the fence, didn't they?
Well, I removed the fence. I mean, I think we had five or 10 miles of fencing, and I think a mile of it got stolen. They tried to steal a 3-ton generator, you know. They were throwing bottles at the police helicopters. They were swimming across the Loch to get in.
Amazing.
You know, it was just chaos. It was brilliant chaos. We're falling out of trees, you know, on the people. And I remember there was one time I was standing there with an agent, a guy called Ben Winchester, and we were looking up the hill, and you seen the police and the horses all get together and then charging the fans on the other side of the fence. And we're like, oh, and then we couldn't stop laughing because the next minute the horses had turned round and they were getting chased back up the hill by
the fans.
It was a brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant chaos. You know, bands like, I think, Ocean Colour Scene, Black Grape, you know, Sean Ryder was just taking the mick right out of the place. We had to remove a 500-year-old wall to let them in, or we were going to get charged with rioting.
Do you think they'll be as? I mean, can they be as good as they were then? Do you think?
I think they'll be. Oh yeah, I mean, without a doubt, that's their season. Back then, they were young. You know, that was 3 years into their meteoric rise, or 4 years. You know, since they got together and were played the Cat House. You know, you remember the Cat House? They played there, and it would blow everybody away. And you know, recorded "I Am the Walrus" there, which is out, but. They just went crashing, supersonic, all the way up to the top, and they have not looked back. You know, they really are. They're seasoned, they're professionals, and people forget that about them. They are hard-working. They want to succeed. They're musicians. They're talented. You know, they're absolutely brilliant. You know. And, are
you in line for the? Are you going to be on there on Saturday morning? Have you got tickets sorted out?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I'll be phoning up the promoters and saying, hey.
Yeah. Well, listen, I may have a busload of children to bring because they've all been on to me going, you've got to get tickets for Oasis. We've got, I've got one of them coming from California and one of them coming from Dubai, two of them coming from Sussex. They all want to go. So
good luck. Good luck with that.
I'm just going to come up to your gaff and wait for you to take us in.
Yeah, you get your own parka. You get your pretty green parka. Well, get ready.
I'm gonna go and get it. The old Stone Island stuff. Brilliant. All right. Mad for it. Brilliant. Donald McLeod. Thank you very much indeed. MBE. Great man. We'll talk to you again soon. Very soon.